Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode with Hayden B. Grilling. Now tonight we're gonna make some buffalo chicken garbage bread. That's what it's called. So that's what we're gonna go with the name. But let's get started. It looks really good. It looks a lot better than the name says. So let's get started. Now the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my can of pizza crust and I'm gonna set it out of the fridge for about 20 minutes to room temperature. All right, now while we're waiting on our crust to kind of get to room temperature, our pizza crust rather, I got this leftover chicken from the other night. I got about 2 cups worth, so we're just gonna put it in a bowl, just kind of start shredding it. Now I did heat it up a little bit, just so that way maybe it'd be a little easier to shred and workable. But we're just gonna take and shred all this chicken up. All right, folks, we got our chicken all good and shredded up. So I'm just gonna pour in a little bit of Frank's hot sauce. So we get that poured in, and we're just gonna kind of start stirring this around. Try to get all of our chicken nice and coated with that Frank's. And if you need to add more, add more. Now, folks, here comes the part that's might drive my wife's OCD just a little bit crazy. But I'm gonna sprinkle me some flour out here on the countertop. And don't worry, I will clean up my mess afterwards. But spread you some flour out. Well, folks, there's really no need for rolling because, again, I've never messed with dough. But it's already pretty well, just unroll it once you take it out of that package, that canister. It's pretty well ready to go. So we're just gonna get it to the length. Just kind of keep working it and get it to where we want it. Folks, for this next part, I'm not using any measurements. All right, the initial, or the recipe that I found said you're gonna spread a 1/4 cup of ranch rather. But I'm just gonna kind of come through here, just kind of squirt in some ranch dressing. Then I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna do the same thing with the Frank's. So you can come back and pour me a little bit in here. We have our ranch dressing and Frank's on there. I'm gonna come back with this chicken. I'm just gonna kind of spread it throughout the dough here. I don't want to clump it up too much in one area. I want to get a good even spread throughout. All right, so now we've got our chicken on there. We're gonna come back with some shredded cheddar cheese. All right, again, this called for an 8-ounce package, but I kind of feel like an 8-ounce package is gonna be a little bit much for this. So I'm just gonna kind of eyeball this tonight. And we're gonna come back with again, it called for 8 ounce of shredded mozzarella, but I'm not gonna do a full 8 ounces, I don't think I'll need to. But come in and spread the mozzarella on here. Now that I got my cheeses on, I'm gonna come back, I put the lid back on it, but I'm just gonna kind of put me a couple little shots of Frank's on top of the cheese there. Next is gonna come the fun part, folks. All right, so we're just gonna roll this just like we would a pinwheel. Just keep rolling it. And I probably could have taken my garbage bread or the stuffings further out to the edges, but I didn't want to take any chances of overstuffing it. And kind of the way I rolled it there, the ends kind of folded themselves up, which is what you want, so that way as it's cooking, your stuffing doesn't come out. Now I've got this on a greased baking pan rather. And I'm gonna put it in the oven at 425 degrees for 25 minutes. All right, so our timer just went off at 25 minutes. Our ends got a little bit on the burnt side looking, but I just did the old toothpick trick. Now I'm not a baker, but I did the toothpick trick and it come out clean, nothing on it. I'm gonna take old pizza cutter here and I wanna go right through the center here first, but we're gonna be going through this together to see how our pizza crust, if it indeed cooked all the way through or if it's still gooey in the middle. But folks, I'm tell you, from what I can tell, this dude looks done and looks ready to eat. So, all right, folks, so I gave it a little bit of time to cool down, but this is what I took one of the end pieces there. This is what it's looking like. It looks a lot better than I anticipated, just because, you know, I've never messed with dough before, so this is a new for me. All right, so looks good, smells good. Now it's time for that all important taste test here. Folks, the flavor, it's great. All right, very good flavor. Definitely taste the ranch chicken, the cheeses, the Franks. Love Franks. And then that on that pizza crust, amazing. Now, if I'm just nitpicking it, I would say leave it flat as it was and then bake it that way rather than rolling it kind of more like a pinwheel. But this is great. Clearly, I think my dough game needs a little bit of work, so to speak. But all in all, folks, this is really good. Y'all, please give us a try. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the video as a whole, what I could have done better with the dough itself. But I'm telling y'all, please give us a try. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one.